Hello friends, you are welcome in next practical. So next practical is the structure of periderm and lenticels. So in dicotyledonous plants and gymnospermic plants, after secondary growth, the protective structure in the form of periderm is developed. That means due to addition of secondary xylem secondary tissues, secondary phloem tissues by the vascular cambium, it creates the pressure on peripheral layers like cortex as well as epidermis. Epidermis ruptures. At that time, there is a possibility of desiccation or excessive loss of water through this ruptured epidermis. At that time, some cells in the cortex become secondarily meristematic and forms the new strip of cambium in peripheral region, in the cortex region, in dicot and gymnospermic plants. After vascular tissue formation, this cambium, which is developed secondarily from peripheral cortex cells, parenchyma cells, is known as quark cambium. So, as like vascular cambium, these quark cambium cells are active in cell division. They divide periclinally constantly, and at peripheral side, this quark cambium cells produces thick-walled, rectangular, suberized, compact layering cells known as quark cells. So these quark cells are empty cells. They are having thick walls which are deposited with suberin. They are lacking protoplasmic contents. That means these brick-shaped cells, layer after layer, they are added in the form of quark layers. At the same time, the inner layer of quark cambium divides, redivides and produces the parenchyma cells. These are known as secondary cortex cells or secondary parenchyma cells. That means this three-layered zone of cells, which is produced in the secondary growth process, is commonly known as periderm. That means there are two steps in the secondary growth process. First step is known as vascular tissue formation, which takes place due to activity of vascular cambium and which is responsible for addition of secondary xylem and secondary phloem at the stellar region. And second step in the secondary growth is known as non-vascular tissue formation. It is represented by the formation of this three-layered zone of cells known as periderm. The basic function of this periderm is prevent the entry of pathogens like bacteria, viruses, fungal pores in the ruptured epidermis region, as well as another function of this periderm is to protect the inner tissues from desiccation or excessive loss of water due to rupture in the epidermis layer during secondary growth. Then the another structure which is also reported or observed after secondary growth, after development of periderm. So this structure is commonly known as lenticels. So lenticels are generally the open gaps with loose layering cells in periderm region. So before secondary growth, epidermis was there. In the epidermis, stomata was there. So at the regions of stomata, the quark cambium behaves differently and it produces the parenchyma cells at its peripheral side instead of quark cells. So due to addition of secondary parenchyma cells towards the periphery by this quark cambium at the regions of the stomata, the periderm regions shows open gaps due to rupturing of this periderm region. At certain regions in the periderm or quark layers ruptures and open gaps are created. In these open gaps, loose layering cells are present at the peripheral side. This cells tissue is known as epithelial tissue. Then it is known as closing layers. Compact layering cells of parenchyma, particularly rows of parenchyma cells are there. They are known as closing layers. So this open gap with loose layering cells or epithelial tissue is commonly known as lenticel. That means open gap with loose layering cells in periderm region is commonly called as lenticels. So what is the function of the lenticel? The lenticel plays important role in gaseous exchange. That means for the respiration, cell respiration, O2 is essential. Except the O2, plant cells can't survive. Before secondary growth, epidermis was intact, and through this epidermis, through the minute pores in the form of stomata, exchange of gases was taking place. But after secondary growth, epidermis is replaced by these quark layers and exchange of gases stops. So for facilitating the exchange of gases like O2 and CO2, CO2 is produced as an end product of respiration, which is thrown outside from stomata, and O2 from surrounding is also taken by the lenticels, because the epithelial tissue cells, the cells with large number of interstitial spaces which are in close contact with aerial atmospheric conditions, they are in close contact with the atmospheric condition. That's why they take part in exchange of gases. That means these lenticels plays important role in exchange of gases or cell, which is O2 is essential for cell respiration, is provided by these lenticels. That means after secondary growth, these two important structures, periderm and lenticels, are developed during secondary growth in each and every dicotyl gymnospermic plants.